Greetings and salutations, my beautiful people, and welcome to the Caddicarus show, where I do the dirty deed of deciding whether or not a game deserves to be slaughtered or salvaged. Well, you may or may not remember that I shot my beloved PS1. And now, because of that, I've briefly got to move over to another console. And so, logically, let's move over to the darling son of the PS1, the PS2. But what game do I play? What game do I play? Oh, there's just so many of them! I guess the only way to go and find out is to go and check. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, wait. Here we go. What am I in the mood for? Oh, Tony Hawk's Underground, bitch! I haven't played this in years. So many memories. But no, I need a cheap and carbon copy Tony Hawk game. One that appeals to the hip and extreme cool audiences of nowadays. Simpsons Skateboarding? Yeah, why not? I mean, oh, bugger it. I mean, Simpsons Hit and Run was a fun little nod to GTA, so, you know what? Maybe this would be quite good. Let's go and set this bad boy up. Oh yeah, I glued it to the Xbox. What a bummer.
Simpsons games are like Lego games, you know what I mean? We're not in short supply, let's be honest. The show has been going on for eons, and along with its seemingly endless supply of episodes, the games have been there since the NES and Game Boy Commodore Master System era. There were some good games, and some games, but we've jumped ahead a little into the PS2 era, where the games kind of evolved in the same way that the shows began to. Poking fun at pop culture, and constantly copying or referencing it one way or another. You know, that would make this Crazy Taxi, this GTA, this as everything, and this as Tony Hawk. Where these games have been very mixed, they were mostly playable, I guess. But this one in particular, oh dear. Seriously? I mean, all they had to do in this case was copy a Tony Hawk game and then slap the Simpsons logo on it. It couldn't have been that hard.
Well, I guess that the only way to find out is by playing it. So let's do it. And let's do it sensually.
Insufficient space? Good. Do I want to try again? No? Oh, and this game was made in 2002?
I seem to have jinxed this before even starting, haven't I? Santa Claus saves the Earth.
So here's a fancy Fox intro that spins around, and I call bullshit on that one. I mean, how? Honestly, everything I know about space and matter is being questioned right now. Do you get this? I hope you do, because I sure don't, let me tell you. Oh, and then we transition into the worst intro cutscene I've ever seen in a game. The composition, the music, the effects, and it doesn't even include half of the characters that the game features. Good start, guys. And I really don't know what this music is, but oh boy, it's strenuous on the ears. Oh wait, it's just a shitey remix of the theme song. You know, make it more hit. Well, the first thing I've got to say is that this game looks like total shit. That's a little bit fucking rude. And we only have 4 people to choose from at the moment, so I'm gonna be Homer. Obvs.
Whatever.
Oh, okay, the original voice cast is present, so I guess they got that right. But what's this? The stats of our characters are only displayed after a stupid little intro from them. Why? I want to play the game, so stop wasting my time, alright? And now I've got to go back and choose someone else who I have no idea how they play until I click on them. I like it a lot. Well, Homer seems to play like arse, so using my excellently analytic intuition, I've come to the conclusion that Bart would be the average one. I love average. Whoa! At least the game has given me too much to work with. What do I do first? So many. Skills school. Skills with a Z. Make it more hit.
Show me what you got. Simpsons Skateboarding.
What have I got to do then? Ollie 4 times? Are you kidding me? It even tells me how to ollie before I start the challenge, so what's the point of this exactly? And like any seasoned Tony Hawk veteran, I hold the X button to move forward. And I don't. I bend down for the ollie, but I don't move. Turns out that forward gets you moving. It's gonna take a while to get used to this, but it's logical, I guess. Anyways, I do the challenge, that glitch happens, and I win.
Straight to the head of the class.
Whatever you say, Skinner. And that's brilliant and everything, but what do I get out of this? 10 cents.
Are you insane?
This has just got me thinking. In this game, what am I actually working towards? What's the story? What's the grand prize, as it were?
Lucy!
What?
Cox!
There!
Thank you!
Let's just have a look here. Annual tour, Homer and Otto. Oh, here we go. Mega Bucks prize of $99. $99. $99. $99. $99.
This is the closest thing to crazy I have ever been.
Ah well, I got me hard-earned 10 cents. So let's try the next challenge, shall we? Oh wait, let me guess. Do 4 grabs? I'm starting to notice a pattern here. So we get on with the challenge and... oh, okay. Apparently I did something. Did I? Am I completely blind, or did that look like a normal ollie? Where's the obvious indicator that I'm grabbing the board? You know, I need an idea of when to hold and let go of the bloody grab. Okay, I'm sorry, that's a little bit of a nitpick there. I'm sure I can give this game a fair chance. Oh, I can't spin? Honestly? I can't spin? In a skating game? I'm trying my hardest over here. What am I doing wrong? Is my copy broken? I mean, in the intro, I saw people rotating left and right like goddamn kibami babs. Okay, 10 cents. Fuck everything all to oblivion. Let's move on to another mode. Oh yeah, this is more like it. Listed objectives, a Tony Hawk approach, the correct move. So we begin this epic story and Bart doesn't give a shit. I don't blame him. But then I make him give a shit. So what's this? Okay, so start what, where? Oh god, no, wait, stop, stop! Phew. Okay, all set. And apparently Bart can't tray flip on the street. Skate terminology! I used to skate. I still can, I mean, only a little bit, but you know, one thing kind of led to another and you know, skate terminology! Basically, not being able to do that kind of sucks. And what also sucks is the most annoying Kent Brockman commentary for whenever you do anything.
Shove it 360. Kick flip. Oh, the humanity. Better bring in the copter. Oh.
And it never stops. I mean, you could fart and get a commentary out of it. But it's okay, because you're only going to hear Mr. Brockman say about, I don't know, 5 different quotes, because the trick department in this game is surprisingly lacking. I mean, there are barely any tricks to execute over here. Anyway, I follow this spastic arrow up here to somewhere, and I come to a clock challenge. Get this many points in this much time. Basic stuff. But, what's this? I've come across glitch galore by the looks of things. I really didn't want to do this, but I'm definitely adding a glitch counter right here. Yeah. That's a good place. Glitch. Not only are the glitches here, but these controls make this much trickier than needed. There's no pump and there's no flow with these controls. It's really hard to explain, but let's just take Tony Hawk for example. You hold X to ollie and you also kick and speed off. Sure, it's unrealistic, but it keeps the gameplay smooth and slick. You can just get on with whatever you want as quick and as easy as you want. It's a constant, it's a living and breathing mechanic, and it's fun. I mentioned earlier that you have to keep on holding forward to keep moving, and apart from it taking a while to get used to, it doesn't sound terrible, but then when you're in a half pipe or a bowl and you're holding forward to keep your top speed up, when you come up to a ramp to then get some air, you'll fly straight forward and off of that ramp because you're holding forward trying to keep your speed up. Which, where it works in games like Skate, where both sticks are constantly used, here, it's just fucking awkward and unnatural. I mean, I know it's really not fair to criticize a game over my preference over controls, but I think my point is, if you're gonna go as far as to copy a Tony Hawk game, you should copy everything that made it more fun. It's almost like this game wanted to be notably different from its carbon copy, and so messed with the controls to make it more realistic. But then you end up bailing and then immediately holding X expecting to speed off and right your wrongs, but no such thing happens. And while we're talking about control, Jesus, it ain't half jittery. Before you know it, you're in the air and then you're not. Practically instantaneous. And even when riding from objective to objective, you can't go for 3 seconds without flying off to fucking Jupiter. But that's not gonna stop me. I will pass this challenge. Cock. Let's try again. Cock. Okay, this time I'm definitely gonna do it. I've got the hang of it now. Yes, I bloomin' did it! God's sake, how long was I on that for? This had better be worth it. I must say that I'm not even fond of this music either. It's as stock and repetitive as any kind of 90s-esque extreme sport rock backing track would be expected. Make it more hip. But I mean, you could use a selection of different songs? Or how about more Simpsons-related ones? Or hell, how about some licensed tracks? Don't tell me that the Simpsons couldn't get the rights to them. Oh right, yeah, I see. I guess that would have made this game a little bit more tolerable. And that clearly wasn't what they were going for. I suppose I could add something in myself. No. Way up, a car! Huh. Anyways, how do you grind in this game? The triangle button, sweet. Let's do some exploring! Because exploring is fun. And I want fun. So I move around and test out my newfound grind ability. My first attempt goes pretty well, but the grind balancer didn't seem to work properly. So I ollie on the same rail to try and grind it again, and then it just goes overly sensitive and I fall off and die down this hill. Oh well, I'm not a quitter. Let's see what else I can find. Oh look, and I can go upstairs. Go figure. Oh look, it's
Skinner!
But then that meeting is short-lived as I just went through a rail. Come here, Skinner. Come here. Come here! I'm getting bored of this. Let's see where else the arrow takes us. And it seems to have taken me back over here. Well, now that I'm a master grinder, I can give it a jolly good tackle. Okay. What the fuck was that about? I was clearly near enough to that rail to trigger a grind. Oh, hey, wait, no, I stand corrected. I even bloody touched that rail. I touched it, but it wouldn't grind. Add to the counter. Well, I just tested it out and the grind definitely works, so come on, I can do this. But the main problem with this is that this curb is here. As soon as you clip it, you fly up and hang temporarily in the air in a dead straight and unchangeable mid-air track, meaning that you need to be absolutely positive you will hit that rail after the brief clip. And what makes it worse is that you can't actually ollie over this curb and onto the rail. You need to get it perfectly aligned, no matter what else you try. Sometimes you can be perfectly aligned, but either clipping the curb knocks you off, or that you time your ollie just a millisecond off, meaning that you missed your opportunity to grind it. I know it sounds like I'm being a big whiny girl about this, but this really bugs me. This thing, right here, sums up this game's entire design. And it was one of the fucking worst ideas to ever conceive into a skating game.
So here's a rail with a collectible on top. It's a pretty big rail, so you need to run up to reach it. But it's missing something. It needs something special. What does it need? Yes, David.
A fucking curb right there!
Brilliant!
Ah well, I eat whatever's on my plate, so let's do this. Whoops, I missed again. And again. And again. And again. Okay, let's get a bigger run-up. Missed again. One more time, I'll get so straight I couldn't possibly... Oh, come on! I was dead straight there! Ah, bugger this. Anyways, after I glitch into this bowl over here... I then begin to question when the hell did Springfield do this to their town? But saying that... No, it doesn't matter. For every skate spot is randomly placed and overall just shitly integrated and built into the game's design. Nothing feels like where it should be, and nothing has any rhyme or reason. I mean, nothing seems to link to other obstacles to keep combos running, or anything. I mean, what is this?
Ooh, my butt hurts.
And I don't care about the inner physical state of your ass, you little toad. Hey, Jimbo! Jimbo! Oh, okay. A challenge. When? Where? How? What? Why? Find 4 other people skipping school. Hey, wait a second. Aren't I skipping? Let's go and get Jimbo again. Jimbo! Willie! Jimbo! Jimbo! And wow, this arrow seems to actually be working now. But now I'm stuck on a bench. I haven't got time for this. I'm in a challenge. Yes, I'm free. And I haven't got long. I can do this. Jesus Roadkill! And now my time's up. No 10 cents for me this time.
What the 10 cents? What do I have to do to get the 10 cents?
So let's just go somewhere else, shall we? And I will say right now, along with these controls completely sucking, they sometimes even delay, causing me to bail over this ramp for no reason. And that really sealed the deal for me. Any extreme sports game's first priority is tight controls. This is just sinful. Oh, looky here, it's...
Skinner!
Again.
As you can probably tell, I gave up on this ungodly mess of a game a while ago.
But what I can tell you is that this lady here is the scariest person I've ever seen in gaming. No matter how much I tried, I could never see her face. Who is she? What is she? What does her mug look like? These unanswerable questions make her easily one of the more endearing and truly terrifying characters in this game. Just remember, everybody, true fear is stemmed from what one cannot see. Okay, well, let's just get out of here. Oh, fuck it. Okay, turn around and try again.
Alright, I quit! This game tries far too hard to be a parody and a homage to the Tony Hawk franchise. And instead of playing it safe and copying the way that those games play, they instead throw new mechanics and new designs into it to throw you off the fact that it's just a shameful Tony Hawk wannabe. And guess what? Everything new that they threw into the table is either just broken or plain annoying. Awful control, awful design, awful visuals, awful music, awful gameplay. Everything is awful. Not even the fact that it has the Simpsons logo slapped onto it makes it that little bit more playable. This was easily one of the worst investments I ever made as a kid, and one of the worst PS2 games I have ever played in my life. Okay, maybe I'll give it one more chance. I mean, maybe I'm just being too unfair with it. Maybe the disc is a little bit dirty. Maybe I just suck. I don't know. Let's get a real skater in on this, and then we can get both sides of the story with this. Well, it's a skating game. Tell me what you think.
Can't be that bad, surely. It's skating. This game fucking sucks and deserves a slaughter.
Bollocks. However, if it's your birthday today or watching this video, happy freaking birthday to you. And remember to stay beautiful.
Just stay beautiful.
What the fuck was that?
I thought because I'm in your
No.
video. But
No.
I'm in your video, so I get to at least
No.
say something.
No.
Why not?
You fucking cock. No. You don't do that. This is my fucking show. You fucking... I invited you in from the cold. That's the least you could do for me. Is let me fucking do my own ending bit.
It was so cool.
No. No.
What?
No.
Bang! Bang! Bang!
And don't forget to...